Hey walkers, this video today is about getting your to-do list done. Now, if you've been watching my YouTube channel, and if you haven't, head on over to that video that talks about brain dumping at IKEA. But if you happen to watch that video, you know that I went to IKEA a while ago. I'm not even going to disclose how long ago it was because it was a while ago. Anyway, I went to IKEA and I called that video Brain Dumping in IKEA. And at that time I had my iPad and my keyboard and I just dumped out of my brain everything that I needed to do because I was getting a bit overwhelmed and my brain was getting a bit crowded. So I find myself fast forwarding a couple months later or a few months later, and yes, I did complete a number of the things that were on that video, and you know, there's a number of things that I haven't completed that I need to actually complete. And what I have found recently is that, or just in general, I'd like to kind of observe my life and like kind of step outside of myself, if you will, and I like to see what I'm doing wrong. You know, why am I not accomplishing my goals? Or why is it that I'm not crossing as many things off of my to-do list? And I realized in doing an honest self-examination that I become like brain stuck or overwhelmed, or you know, you have so many things on your list. I'm sure you have a to-do list that is as long as your street or from here to heaven, and you just have so many things on that list that you don't know what to do or where to start. You may find that you're presented with this entire day ahead of you and you know you have a to-do list, but you're like, what am I supposed to do? I feel like I don't know where to start. So I've found that happening to me a lot lately. I stepped out of myself, kinda, and I just observed and I figured out why I'm not getting things done. In taking that look and being honest with myself, I realized that I don't have a plan. Like, I have an amazing to-do list and I know what my priorities are, but I really don't have a plan. And what I found is that whenever I'm interrupted, say I wake up and someone is sick and you know, we go to the doctor and we're at the doctor for about 2 hours or whatever the time frame is. Anyway, it's taking a 3-hour chunk out of my day. And then I'm just like, what do I need to do? And I'm just completely thrown off kilter. I figured out what I think might work for me, and I'm going to try it for a while, and then I'm going to make another video and get back to you and let you know whether it worked or not and how I had to tweak it. So on my travels on Pinterest, I came across this, and this particular planner printout, I thought it would be useful for me because it has a spot that says if I only do 3 things this week. And so you can write those 3 things like that you must accomplish this week. I don't care if it's call the insurance. For me, it's order business cards. It could be fix my website, test my email, make sure my email is working, and things like that. Then it says places to go. So if you got to go to the dentist or field trip, I got to go on a field trip. If you got to go on a field trip or something, whatever it is that you have to do, you can list that here. And then people to see. So I actually have a meeting with someone this week in which I'm going to do some networking and meet up and talk about some stuff. So I have some people I have to see and some things that I need to do. And this is not that brain dump type of things, but this is taking a look and saying these are some of the things I'd like to accomplish this week, knowing that it should not appear here and here. It should, the 3 things you need to do should appear here, and then the other things that are, you know, kind of a priority but not as a priority as these 3, those could appear here. And then it's like items to buy. So, you know, as you know, I sew, and I just completed an order for a pair of earrings and a shirt. So it might be things I need to buy, like supplies or even office supplies. Maybe it's a grocery item for a recipe that you're making, whatever, things you need to buy. And then over here, we're going to take the items that we might have identified here, like the things to do, and maybe we can write them right here. And that's what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm gonna take whatever I wrote here and start assigning them days. So whatever's here, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do that Monday, I'm gonna do that Tuesday, I'm gonna do this Wednesday, I'm gonna do this Thursday. I might even pull a couple items from here, one of the 3 items, and decide that this is a Monday item, number 1, and this is a Wednesday, and this is a Friday item. So this pretty much could be used to pull up or write in some things here. So anyway, I think this is going to help me so that if something does happen or something comes up, then I can pretty much pivot. I bet you're wondering how I got all of that into this nice, nifty book. Well, it's no coincidence that I'm sitting in front of my sewing machine. And it's because I printed those pages out and I had some cardstock on hand, and I basically sewed everything into the book. I just sewed straight down the middle, and that's it. I've got a nice little book, and it's just an empty page to begin with, and then all of those weekly to-do lists are listed here, and that's the end of the book. Maybe you have a different way of completing some of the things you want to do. Please go ahead and leave me a message below in the comment section and let me know how you get your to-do list done. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe and like so that you can see more of these videos.